Hi, so I thought I would come here. I feel like I know that, here's, okay. Sorry, that was like, whoa, look at everything you guys can see. Anyway, I thought that I would come out and just talk a little bit because I haven't really had much of a chance to do a lot of these, the past few days. Oh, goodness, I'm getting tired. But I'm in my pajamas, so I'm trying to position this so you don't see much, but also my hair, because this was hitting my head, and now, whatever, I don't care. It's fine. So yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a break. I'm at my mom's, helping her out. Well, doing what I want to do. Since she's had her stroke, I think I'm going to stay down here a little bit longer than I originally planned. She's doing well. It's just, I just want to make sure she's okay. She has everything set up that she needs to have set up. But yeah, I just wanted to share with everyone because I think it's important for all of us to know that, like, life, we all know, right? Life has its ups and downs. There's no general, like, oh, everything's happy, or oh, everything's sad, or whatever. I don't know. Just right now, I have a very, like, general irritated feeling, and it's not any one thing particular. It's very general, but like okay, so I bought myself a couple of journals because I had run out of space in my latest one. The first thing is, I bought this one, and it's too small. I should have gotten out a ruler and thought, or just thought, like, hey, how large is that, like, dimension? Like, I don't know. And it's also hardcover. I just didn't pay enough attention when I ordered this, because I don't really like the hardcover, and I wanted a bigger one. So I'm irritated with that. I don't know. I don't have a lot of space to work at my mom's right now. It's hard to not have interruptions. So I haven't really been getting much done, but that's an excuse. I mean, there is time at the end of the day that I could use. And again, this is an excuse, but I'm so tired physically and mentally by the end of the day for some reason. So I'm staying in a cot. I'm sleeping in a cot at the end of my mother's bed because there's no other place. I mean, I could go sleep on the couch, but my father has like a weird, really, he's got weird habits, and he'll come up at like 1:30 and like the other night 3:30 just to like have some food. He doesn't go to sleep until like, whatever, 2 or 4, and then he gets up late, which is fine, his prerogative. But if I want to sleep on the couch, it's an open floor plan, and he comes into the kitchen and wakes me up. So I'm sleeping in this cot in my mother's room, which I'm not good at sleeping when there's light. Like, I wake up and I can't get back to sleep, and it's always light in that room. For some reason, when she put the shades in, she didn't cover the whole window, so it just gets light. And I'm worried about her, so I'm not sleeping that well either. And sleeping on a small cot at the end of your mother's bed is never comfortable, so I'm not getting a lot of sleep. I'm happy because my niece is visiting. She's 11. She's adorable. She's very helpful. That's all she wants to do is help. But like, I'm not getting a lot done, and it's stressing me out a little. So I kind of left the house and came out here, and I'm gonna work on this journal. I'm gonna have to deal with the fact that this is what it's too small. It's too small. But I bought myself this, so I began it yesterday and I'll work on it today while I'm out. But I just, like, I don't know. I just have this generally irritated feeling, and I wanted to leave the house not just because I wanted to, like, kind of get away, but I didn't want to show irritation to my mom because she's not doing anything to irritate me. But it's, you know, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to show that I was irritated because I'm irritated. And I'm just allowing that to be. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm irritated. I'll just be irritated. It doesn't mean I have to say anything from that place. It doesn't mean I have to do anything from that place. I'm just gonna, you know, allow it to be. Yeah, I'm just tired. Also, I was texting. I'm sorry. There's a bazillion things happening. Yeah, so I've got an interview today that I'll do that's going to be awesome with this, hopefully it'll be streamlined, but it's this guy named Brian, and he does this podcast called, you know what, I don't have it in front of me, and I've been so busy, I can't really describe it to you, but the questions I'm going to be answering are, what does hope mean to me, and, like, what is hope built on? And I guess I have some ideas. I'll journal about that. I just hope I sound intelligent. And then I've got some, you know, I've got classes later on that I'm going to, and I gotta get a lot done, and it's hard to do. And I'm feeling frustrated because it's like the less I'm doing, the slower my future is going to be, like, incoming. So I got to do stuff. So anyway, the point is, general blah feeling, right? General irritation. Not really aimed at anybody other than myself, really, in particular. But I don't really want it to come out at people because I know that can happen with me. So I'm taking a break. I'm gonna do some deep breathing, a little bit of meditation. I'm gonna work on the Untethered Soul guided meditation journal, and see how we're feeling after that. And that's how I'm handling it, rather than being irritated at somebody who doesn't deserve it. That's it. I don't know. I'm grateful for my journal. And you know what I'm grateful for, guys? I'm grateful that my mom's stroke was so minor. Like, so grateful for that. Like, that's, like, I could just start. I'm so grateful. I mean, like, it's horrible that she had a stroke. But, I mean, her right side is a little affected. Her right side is, like, a little weakened, and I can't believe she had a stroke. Like, it doesn't really hit until you kind of think about it. So her speech is a little slurred and her right side is a little weak. Her balance is off. So she's using a cane now. Yesterday the handles for the toilet arrived, so my niece, my 11-year-old niece, she's so cute, she wanted to put them on. So we did that together. She did most of it. I just kind of showed her what to do, and we got that set up. She's so cute. I'm so grateful for her too. Let's just, you know what? Let's just be grateful for some stuff, guys. Let's talk about what we're grateful for. And that's going to help with the irritation. So I'm grateful that my mom's stroke was so minor. I mean, I don't want her to have had a stroke, but she's going to get a lot of the functionality back. She's gonna have a speech therapist. Her physical therapist is coming. Her first real physical therapy appointments today, so she's gonna get strength back. She fell the other day, and I feel really guilty about that. We were coming home from the store, and I grabbed the groceries to bring them inside because I thought she was gonna try and do that and I didn't want her to. So I chose to grab the groceries and bring them inside instead of bringing her inside first. And I hear her fall. I felt like it was out in the driveway. It was, yeah. And it wasn't like super loud. I think she yelled, and I heard something drop, and so I ran out, and there was an Amazon truck there, and the girl driving the Amazon truck rushed over, and then a neighbor rushed over, and we picked her up. So lesson learned from my part there: get mom inside first and situated before I do anything else. She was just turning around trying to close the door. Her balance just... But she wasn't hurt, she just kind of hit her butt. I guess she said it was kind of like in a slow motion thing. So she didn't go down really quickly. She didn't hurt herself. She just got like a mark on her pants. And we both learned a lesson, right? She learned to use her cane instead of just carrying it around. She's been carrying the cane and not putting it on the ground. Like, why are you just put the cane on the ground? Lean on it. It's not going to be forever. I know it's frustrating. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for her. Like, I know she's scared. She doesn't say things like that, but she's scared. I can see it on her face. And, she doesn't want to feel old. She doesn't want to have a cane. She doesn't want to have handles on the toilet. And this is all stuff, like I keep telling her, mom, like, this is temporary. You're going to get your strength back. And she is, as long as she does the work. You're not going to be walking with a cane forever. You're not going to we can take the toilet handles off in a couple of months when you're better. So don't worry about it. You're not an invalid. Like, that's her thing. She's like, I'm not an invalid. I'm like, oh, Mom, number one, that's not the best word. But she's an old lady. No, she's not that old. 70. She said 77 the other day, but I don't think she's 77, right? 45, 76. Anyway, so I can be grateful for that. She's gonna get better. She's gonna do better, and she's accepting the fact that I'm running her life right now. Like, you can't eat that. You don't get that, Mom. I'm sorry. I know you like Dairy Queen, but you can't have it. Pizza? No. You don't get pizza either. Sorry. Can't have it. She's going to be on a low cholesterol diet from now on, so I got to figure out something. She's not... It's weird. It's weird being... I mean, I kind of always knew that when it got to the point that my parents needed taken care of, that I was going to be the one to be doing most of it, because especially with my mom, because if it were my father, she'd be doing it. I'd be helping, but my brother and my sister are both married, have kids and stuff, so I knew that I would be the one doing the bulk of it, and that's fine. I mean, I love my mom, and I'm gonna do whatever to make sure that she's safe. And I, whatever. But I don't know, it's a scary feeling seeing that happen to your parents, like, I don't even know how to describe it. And I guess I could probably explain the irritation that I'm feeling, just, it's kind of misplaced anxiety or fear or whatever. This is a very complicated feeling, guys. It's very complicated. I'm not sure what to do, or how to describe it, or how to even delve into it. Stroke. And that was scary when I heard about it. Like, I just started crying, and I didn't want her to hear me crying, because I don't want her to be worried about me being worried, because she does that a lot. And what that ends up happening is she ends up not telling us stuff that she should tell us. So I try not to show worry in front of her so that she will be upfront and honest with me about anything that happens. But I think, okay, we're back. I think she will be now because she fell the other day, and I think that kind of sent it, you know, made it real for her, because she didn't really feel anything when she had the stroke. She, you know, her speech got slurred, and her she was talking to, the neighbor she was talking to was like, you know, do you realize your speech is slurred? And my mom was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then she waited 5 days because she had an appointment. That was a Thursday, and she had an appointment on Monday with her PCP. She went in on Monday, and they're like, yeah, we'd like you to go for some tests. And then they were like, can you just come to the hospital and check in, because you need to be in the hospital. It's like, Mom, 5 days, come on. I don't know where you guys lost me there. When the visiting nurse came the other day, I was describing all the things that she needed to be aware of. The look on her face, she was like a little girl, getting all scared. It really, I don't know, it's tough seeing her like that. I mean, just the nurse was just listing off all these things, like, if this happens, if this happens, if this happens, if this happens, and just like the look on her face was killing me. You know, so I reached over and I took her hand and I was like, Mom, you know, like, it doesn't mean that these things are going to happen. It probably won't. None of these things are probably going to happen. You just have to be aware of them, you know, just in case. But, you know, you've had a minor stroke. You know, you've lost strength on one side. You're going to get this stuff back. And we just have to be careful now, you know, and I hope that I'm making her feel better. It's scary though. Like, it's scary to see your parents like that. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that it was, I keep repeating myself here, but I'm grateful that it was a minor stroke. And I'm grateful that she's listening now. She's been trying to do things that she really shouldn't be trying to do, but I think it's kind of like in defiance, or like, not defiance, but denial. She's like, no, I'm going to do this. And it's like, oh, and it ends up being like, what are you doing? You are bleeding now. Like, stop it. Why did you think you could do that? You know, just a certain thing. You're just like, oh. So, yeah, it's a little disturbing, a little. But at least I'm there, and at least I know that once I'm there, she's safe. But yeah, I have to figure out her diet. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just, I'm here to talk about feelings and how to get through them. I'm confused, and given the other stuff I have going on in my life, I'm feeling lonely because of my breakup. And the good thing about that is, the thing I can be grateful about there is that it was such a good relationship that it gave me a lot of strength, and it gave me a lot of belief in myself and ability to deal with things on my own. It's like he was a crutch that supported me until I got my strength, and I have my strength now. And even though he's not here, I can do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can handle this. I'm not worried about my ability to handle it, or my emotional state. Whereas like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I might be freaking out a bit more, or feeling more overwhelmed. But you know, I do miss that support, and it's hard because I'm starting a business, and there's a lot to do for that, and I'm not getting any of it done, which is stressful because it's just putting off my future, you know, like the future that I'm focusing on and my why, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I want, and I can see it and I can taste it, and I just want to get there, but I can't do the things I need to get there right now. But that's my fault. I need to be able to split up my day a bit more. And today, Nora, my niece, I don't know if I should say names. My niece is going to be around, and she wants to help out. She put she helped me, but I helped her put the toilet seat handles up, so she wanted to do that. And then once we did that, she decided that Nana needed her bathroom cleaned, so she cleaned the entire bathroom. It was so cute. She's just trying to do everything that she can to help. You know, she's trying to figure out a dessert that Nana can have, because Nana can't have cholesterol stuff, you know, which is like dairy or anything with sugar in it, because that screws with your liver and tells it to make cholesterol or whatever. You know, but you know, so it's really cute. And that's something else to be grateful for. Yeah, so I guess the point is, even though things, you know, there are these emotions that you deal with when you see your parent getting older, and know that it's your time to do the taking care of. There's a lot that comes along with that. And especially watching her go through it, it's really hard. But there's a lot to be grateful for. And if we keep our thoughts on the things we have to be grateful for, it's easier. And I can, you know, rather than being just feeling a general, like this morning, feeling like a general irritation because of stuff that, you know, I'm not handling my time well enough right now. Yeah, but she's okay. This video has been the most all over the place video I think I've done so far, and I think that's because my thoughts and my feelings are a little bit all over the place. But to sum up, after like 45 minutes of doing this, I'm scared for my mother, and I feel really bad watching her go through this because she's really scared. And then watching her like kind of do things that she shouldn't be trying to do, but she's doing them because she shouldn't be trying to do them, because she wants to kind of prove to herself, I can do these things, and like having them epically fail. It's really sad to see someone you love see their body. Oh, it's so heartbreaking to watch, especially with someone who doesn't express their emotions a lot. And you know that it's not that she's expressing it to me, but you can see it in her face. And you know, then there's the breakup and the business that I'm trying to start, that I need to get more clients for. But through it all, despite the stresses, despite all of that, the thing that's important is to feel those feelings, to allow them to be there, not to try and push them away, and just be okay that they're there. I mean, no, I'm not liking a lot of them. They're not comfortable, but I'm just allowing them to be there and focusing on other things. But you know, there are good things in life too. My niece is adorable and she's trying to help, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to help. You know, I'm grateful that I'm able to come down and be here, and do whatever I can to help out. So in the end, there's always something to be grateful for. There's always something good to focus on. And you know, life isn't terrible. So no matter what you're feeling, you can always find something to be grateful for. And that's why I always try and encourage everyone, you know, that you can choose to be grateful. You can choose what you focus on. No matter what's going on in your life, you can find the good things to focus on. And that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to remind you guys always that you can always choose to have a grateful day.